Morning from India. I don't know what is the time in your place.
It is afternoon, but I would say good morning because in India it's a good morning time. Okay, so let's start our session.
Yes, sure.
So, would you like to introduce yourself? I have no idea about you.
My name is Subhash Pal. I live in Guwahati in the state of Assam in India, and I do job in a government sector. And my intention is to speak well in English, and that's why I'm practicing with so many tutors and co-learners also. Other than that, I do watch YouTube videos and read English books. I also love to travel. If I talk about my family, we are 4 members. I have a son and a daughter, and my wife is there. So this is all about me.
Nice to hear you're very passionate about learning English, and it's good to know about your hobby. You like traveling, and it's really nice. So, let me introduce myself. As you know, my name is Hema, and by profession, I am a teacher. But I was born and raised in India, and I had completed my post graduation there in India in Hindi honors. And when I came to Australia, I completed my Bachelor of Education in Australia, and I have been working as a teacher in Australia more than 10 years. And I have a channel on YouTube which is Speaking English, and that is all about me.
Okay, nice to know all about these things about you. And actually, I watched some of your videos, and then I thought that I will also have a session with you. That's why I sent you a request. And thank you very much for accepting my request.
No, thank you so much for sending request, and it is nice talking to you. So yeah, how is your day going?
My day just started, so after waking up, I went for a walk and walk around say 4 to 5 kilometers. Then I came back, and after coming back, I was just excited to attend the session with you. So I was preparing myself to join this session.
Had your breakfast or not yet?
No, I just had tea with some two biscuits. Yes.
That would be enough for you.
Just started, so after some time I will have my breakfast. What about you? What is the time that you mentioned? Right.
1:30 p.m.
1:30 p.m. Okay. So you must have had your lunch also by this time?
Not really. I will have soon.
Okay.
Okay, would you like to say something more about yourself, about your hobbies?
See, as I mentioned that nowadays I am just spending my time on these things only, taking session with tutors or co-learners, watch videos and read books. Other than that, few days back, I have engaged some workers who have constructed my house in the first floor. I am staying in ground floor, so the first work is going on. So that's why I was a bit apprehensive whether our session will go well or not, and for that I was thinking, because the construction work is going on, there might be some noise also in between.
Okay. All right. It's nice to hear about you, and you have been learning English and you are putting your effort. So you said you are taking some help from tutors. May I know what kind of help you're taking? From where are you taking this day? I think English Yari, Clappingo. Are you talking about that?
Yes. I'm taking classes on English theory and Clappingo as well.
Clappingo as well. Okay, which one you find helpful? Talking like this to the stranger or talking to teachers?
Okay, so here I would like to tell you that initially when I started this journey, so there was no one to talk to. So I got this opportunity on some platform where I can talk with them. I take session with them when I make mistakes, so they correct me. But when I take session with co-learners, we just speak, and we make mistake, but nobody is there to correct. Neither the
Yes.
suppose in our case now, I know that I am making mistakes, but you are not pointing out, and I don't have much idea about whether you are making mistake or not. So this happens when we take session with tutors.
Hmm?
So I would like to tell you that when I am talking to you, since you are a tutor, so you may point out the mistakes so that I can.
Okay, I will try to do that. You said rightly that I also believe so. That when we have our conversation session with our co-learner, that time there is no one to fix us, and we do.
Yeah. Could you speak a little louder? I'm not getting you properly.
Okay. So I said, as you said, I also believe that when we have our practice with our co-learner, what happened, then it helps us to speak. I know there's no one to correct us because we are co-learners. So we are same level. So there's no one to correct us. But what happened when we speak in English, even with our co-learners, it helps us to speak out in English, and we think about English, and also it help us our tongue to get used to speak in English. So that is another benefit, and that is also true when we have our session with the tutors. It also helps us to find out the mistake what we are doing, so we can fix it from next time.
Okay. In a country where I think most of the time when you meet people, you have to speak in English. So you have got an added advantage that if you go to market or some other places where you have to speak with them, you speak in English, I think.
Yeah, I speak in English. You know what happened here when we go market and wherever we go, we need to speak in English. The only thing is here people they speak so fast because they are speaking English is their native language. So they are tend to eat up some of words. We speak English casually. We don't use English as a formal language here. But when we write, we have to be very careful. We write formal language. But when we speak, we just speak informal language. So sometimes we eat up some words and we don't use proper grammar. So yeah.
So what made you go there in Australia? Because of your job or some any other reason? Or
No, because my husband wanted to come Australia, so I had to come with him. And he had no job that time because he just wanted to come. So we applied for PR and we got permanent visa because my husband had a very good experience, and plus he put my teaching experience and my qualification. So we got PR straight away, permanent residence. And after coming here, then we had to find a job. So yeah, it was so hard. So we started from zero.
okay. So generally we hear, I mean, some of the time I read somewhere and that the people from this part of the country, like Southeast Asia, when they go to the foreign countries, in Western countries, sometimes they have to face the racial things. So have you ever encountered with such things?
Yeah, have you ever encountered?
Ever encountered?
Yes. So what happened when I came here? To be really honest, I never ever faced this kind of problems because I believe if you are strong enough, if you have strong personality, if you can show other people, yes, you are strong enough, you are very knowledgeable, you are full of confidence. What happened? Other people they don't do anything because they know, oh, this person is stronger than me. Discriminate here, we can't do this, but some people they have their own personality, they have their own experience, they have their own behavior, social life, so they do it. But as long as we show other people we are strong enough.
Okay.
So when I go my job and say, oh, she's an Indian, she going to be our leader, she's a teacher, and we got a certificate and we got diploma, and she going to teach us, she going to tell us what to do, and she's a room leader here. So then I need to show, yes, no more than you. I need to show by my example, my behavior, my knowledge. So I conduct, staff meeting, and then I put the task, I distribute the task to them. Yeah, definitely it's happened. They say, why we are listening to her? This is our country, and she comes from outside, and she's telling us to do these things. But if we are very strong, we are very powerful, and as long as our knowledge is very strong, we have reason behind that why we are saying these things and what is the reason behind it, then they have to listen.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I feel proud being an Indian that one of our country women is teaching them there. So I feel proud of that.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much that you are feeling so much proud, and it is really good. And Indian people, they are here, they are doing good job. It's not like just teaching career; they are doing some other job as well. So yes, it is good to see them. So
One of
when
one of our videos, I got to know that you are living in Melbourne.
I am in Melbourne, yes, one of the best cities in the world.
Okay.
It wasn't my intention to come to Australia and live in Melbourne and work and all this, but it was in my destiny. So that's why it's happened. And plus, whatever come on my way, I just take that as a challenge. I try to put my efforts. I don't say why these problems come to me. What I do, I never faced this kind of problem. I was a housewife, but I do now. I never ever thought like this way. I said, no, Hema, you can do this. This is a challenge coming on your way. You need to accept and you need to prove that you can do that. And positive affirmation is really works well. Yes, when you say yourself, you can do this. God has given you all the abilities to come this problem. You need to just believe on yourself, then it helps.
You have to watch cricket.
I watch cricket. Yes, I do.
So, did you watch any game there in Melbourne?
Yeah, I watch when Indian cricketer they come here for matches. I went to the stadium and I saw them live and I was shouting for India. So yes.
So, while you were in India, in which place you were staying here?
Basically I'm from Uttarakhand, but I born and raised in Delhi.
Uttarakhand is divided in two parts, Kumaon and Garhwal.
Like Delhi as well because I have my friends there, I have my family there. So I miss to be with them. I wish my relatives were here with me. Okay. Say
So,
about yourself something about your hobbies or something else.
okay, so as I told you that I'm working in a government sector, and for that I remain busy from 9 to 5 p.m. And in the morning, as I told you that I have a habit to go for a walk, so I do that. After coming from office, also uh, if there is any session, I prepare myself for that one. If there is any topic, sometimes the teacher gives some topics, so I have to see what are the questions that might pose to me, and I'll have to prepare myself to give answer to them. So I love to do all these things, and I love to read novels, but not novels actually, the self-help book. So it helps me to develop my personality or my, particularly, that nowadays what happens, not only the physical health, the mental health is very much necessary to keep your mental health in
Yes,
good state. So,
yes, that's true.
because every now and then there are sometimes there's some negative thinking just
Mm,
come. I have to take care of all those things. And when I read some self-help books, so I feel good, and all those negative things I can drive away. So these are the things I do. And if I talk about my family, my wife is a housewife or homemaker, what we say nowadays. And my son is a banker. He is doing job in Reserve Bank of India. And my daughter is studying BSc, and she is in Delhi. She is
okay.
college, Delhi. She is studying.
Okay, that is good. Good to know more about you. You said rightly that what we do, we just more worried about our physical health and we ignore our emotional health, our mental health. Believe, yes, physical health is very important. But for me, I believe mental health is more important than physical health. As long as you feel happy and energetic, you will be very much happy and you will be physically fit, you know So if your mind is happy, because our physical body connected with our mind. If our mind is happy, we feel happy, then automatically what we eat, what we do, we feel happy. And when we happy, that physically we feel happy too. So I think we need not to neglect our mental health, as you are doing right job, like you said, that you keep yourself busy in learning and exploring. That is a good way to engage our mind in these kind of positive things and learning. And because learning never finish, we need to learn, because there's so much to learn and explore. And sometimes people, they say, okay, we have done our post graduation, we got job, now there's no more, we have to learn. Some days back, I was talking to one of the caller, and that caller said, oh, I said, what about your English and this? He said, oh, I'm not worried about my English. I had done study whole my life. I completed my post graduation. Now I don't want to do any study. So yeah, people, they don't want to come out of their comfortable zone. They don't want to learn. So yes, it's good to see. I'm really very happy your value and whatever you just discussed. It is so nice and impressive, actually.
Actually, before reading some self-help books, so I was not aware of that thing, that happiness lies in our mind only. Because if we want to be happy, we can remain happy no matter what is the situation is. For some days we may get upset, but we can come out of that, because if we think in the positive way. So you know that it so happened earlier that if somebody told me something bad, and if I kept on thinking about that for many days. But nowadays, if somebody says something, I just ignore it, and I feel that okay, he might have some, he may not be in a good position, or he's not good, so that's why he is feeling in such a way. Thinking in that way, I can feel good, and I don't get upset. So this actually helped me.
Good to know about your thinking. I'm very impressed by listening your thinking. And yes, I also believe either it's good days or bad days, it never stay long. Like we have day change, then night come. Yes, happiness, and if we are sad, stay for just couple of time and then it goes. We need not to get so much worried about why this thing's happening to me. But you know what happens is, it will change, because this is a material world. Everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent here. If you're happy at this moment, maybe next moment something happen, we will be sad.
Yes.
Because we can control ourselves, but we cannot control other people. Yes.
Right.
So yes, so that's why everything what we can see around us, all the things are temporary. So we need not to focus so much on that. We need to focus on ourselves, and as long as we think, okay, everything is good. This person, as you said, I really impressed with that, what you said, that we need to think, if this person is doing misbehavior with us, or this person say something to us, that means not wrong with me. There's something wrong with this person. Maybe this person is not happy due to his education, due to his experience. Something happened maybe behind in his life and we don't know. So yes.
Right.
I think the time is going over and I have to go. If you want to share something and ask something, please feel free to ask.
Pardon. What did you say last time?
I said time is going over, so I have to really go. I have to
sure.
other things. And if you want to ask anything, or if you want to give any suggestion, please feel free to do that.
Okay, so before leaving, I just want to ask you. You know that you must have got an idea how I speak. So sometimes I get stuck and look for word. Particularly, it so happens that if somebody asks me to describe something, then I find it very difficult. So how to get over this? What are the ways that I can improve on that?
So if somebody asks something and if we don't know about that subject knowledge, then we have to think definitely. Because if somebody asks, okay, what do you know about what is happening in that particular career. I have no idea. So what I would do, I will just say what I know. So you need not to worry about it is right or wrong. I'm giving right answer or I'm giving wrong answer, because you need to just think that I'm practicing my English. Okay, so just whatever coming in your mouth, you need to just say that.
Okay.
Say, I am telling you this according to my knowledge. What knowledge I am holding at this moment, I am sharing that knowledge with you.
Yeah.
Okay, and sometimes because lack of vocabulary, we are not able to express ourselves. So try to develop some vocabulary, but there's always substitute. If there's some kind of word, we have substitute available. So use whatever coming in your mouth, and you just need to say that, and then later on you can just find out. Okay, I said this thing, was it right or wrong, and how can I rectify this my mistake? How I can improve this? So yes, you need to practice your vocabulary skills. You need to develop. And plus you need to have the knowledge about that subject matter. If you know what is going to ask, what that person going to ask you, you should prepare. If you have no idea, you need to just say whatever you know.
Right.
Yes, say according to my knowledge, this is my belief, and I'm just saying that. Yes, if you ask something, I say, oh my goodness, I don't know this. Then I fumble. Yeah. So better than do this, just say small answer. I have not much idea about that. I just know this much, and so I want to share this my idea with you. If you have more idea, I would like to hear from your mouth. I would like to hear from your end. Please share with me. That's it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much for all this advice. And I will.
Yeah. So yes, but you need to read out loud as well, because sometimes
Yes, yes.
happen, we know vocabulary and we also know the grammar, even we know what we supposed to say on that particular situation, but because we have no habit, our mouth has no habit to speak those words, new words, then we get stuck.
Yes,
So
yes.
when you practice those new words, speak that word out loud, and when you learn some new vocabulary, you need to make sure you learn in sentences.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you learn that one in sentences, what happened, then you will not forget that word.
Yes.
Yes. So, yes, all good. It's nice
Yeah.
talking to you. Now I am leaving, and maybe in future, if you want to connect again, I would be happy to connect with you again.
Yes, I
And
would love to connect with you again because the session when I spoke to you, I found it very nice and I really enjoyed talking to you. So thank you very much once again for accepting my request. So I will
thank
be
you
looking.
so much. Thank you so much saying this. And I am also very happy connecting with you. I really learned very good thing. As you said, we need not to worry about the other people. What do they say? We need to ignore. And all these things really nice. I will follow all those things. And in future, when we get time, we will connect again. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
for now. Take care.